Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian.
I'm Diego.
We're back for more of The Boys. The penultimate, actually. This is the second last episode. I believe. I'm pretty positive. I can check, but whatever. Last episode, Homelander found out about
who the boys are.
Yeah, pretty much. He found out about what's his name, Butcher. You know, the one that he recognizes. And Butcher basically threatened to expose Hughie to Starlight.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh no, I'll tell her."
No, I mistook it. That was my fault. You were trying to tell me, but I think I talked over you.
What?
Butcher was saying when she finds out, and Hughie's like, "When she finds out," and I was like, "See you later, boyo," and then he leaves.
Okay.
So that was my fault. We also found out one of the reasons Butcher is so hard up against Homelander is because of the fact that Homelander raped his wife, and his wife either killed herself or he killed her, or she's still missing. I'm assuming.
The worst could have happened.
I don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. She might just be dead, which is kind of depressing. But Kimiko, she was able to tell kind of the rest of them that she was basically kidnapped as a child, turned into a soldier terrorist, and that's where Vought got her. They were trying to make a supervillain. Yeah.
So that they can make a really good looking fight. And
So
probably
dumb.
help their whole
So stupid.
and probably help their whole get heroes or supers into the military.
Yeah, because I mean, what can the military do against people like this?
Against terrorist supers?
Here we go. That's an issue. And obviously Vought have no idea what kind of they don't really look into like the person who they're taking to be their supervillain, because I don't think Kimiko would be the kind of person to be a supervillain, even though she's killed unrelentlessly. Or relentlessly? Relentlessly, yeah, that's the word. Got a little look at Homelander's past, kind of. I don't know if we're going to go into any more of the in-between years later on. Maybe we'll do that next season. Annie was trying to kind of stand up to Stillwell. I mean, she did. But then,
turn it around and make it a triumphant movie, life story thing.
Yeah, and as Queen Maeve said, the house always wins, so that's kind of a pain in the butt. So I don't know, I don't know if we'll be able to tackle that problem by this season, since again there's only 2 episodes, this one and the next. Might be a topic of next season, not sure. I believe that's everything. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and jump into this next episode. 8 years ago. Oh, this was wife. Oh no. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see. So fast forward.
I do kind of like how they're making his mouth move.
I don't want to see this.
Oh, he looks so nice and shaven.
My stomach just went belly up.
Merry Christmas. Becca. New Senior Director, Digital Marketing.
Yeah, how did you know?
Why'd you bring me to a hotel? Not your place.
Well,
I live with my paps.
I need to know that the hotel is a nice thing and not a red flag thing.
I quit my job. I'm sorry, I really should have told you. No red flags.
Formula for bad stuff. He's got a beard now. Looks different. Oh, he's on the race. Oh no.
If something comes up, we'll call.
You'll call?
Absolutely.
Man, I don't want to feel bad. Such a sad sap right now. And a waterbed. Oof.
How did you tell it was a waterbed?
I could be wrong, but it seemed like it was a waterbed.
I like that deeper a memoir.
Take a seat, buddy.
Oh no. Oh no. Hughie.
Now I know why.
Why?
He's also one of the guys who killed Translucent.
Wait, what?
as well as blackmailing Mesmer, Ezekiel.
Oh, shoot.
Shit. I know this guy.
You did smash through his girlfriend, so I should hope so. Robbins, something or other.
You can keep that
I remember now. I've seen him outside of Popclaw's place. He was all in my face.
Oh no, he's
You're fucking this guy?
Okay, slow down.
If you were in my position, what would you do to you?
Homelander, that's enough.
You got something to add, Maeve?
She didn't know. She obviously fell for this Hugh Campbell guy, and he's pumping her for information. So back off, leave her alone.
Can't put this scene afterwards. Oh my god.
Look at this. Oh no. You don't stir. You fold. Like this.
I love this.
And that's what makes them spongy. That bitch is fucking playing you. And you're too fucking blind to see it.
Right, so better to be loyal to a dead woman who doesn't know and doesn't care. How's that working out for you?
Well, that was not smart. That was not smart whatsoever.
Hughie, why?
So much time obsessing about me, am I right? Say hi to baby boy, Dad. Oh, hey, Hughie.
Why is he here? He says you're in some kind of trouble.
Dad, are you okay? Yeah, okay. He's fine. You really did come alone. Next time, there's not gonna be a next time, but next time, have at least a few cards up your sleeve. Okay. You mean like this? So, you don't mind if I do this? No! What the fuck is wrong with you? I have a bigger dose. I have a real dose hidden somewhere outside. Let him go. I hand it over, then you can do whatever you want with me. Tell me, what's better, the rush or knowing that as long as you take it, you'll be the fastest? That accident had a name. And what about Popclaw? She had a name too.
That was you, bud.
Charlotte. The only good thing in my life is gone now. What is this, man? I kill your girlfriend and you kill mine? I didn't kill your girlfriend. You used her. The only difference between you and me is that I made a mistake. The shit that you did was on purpose. So who's worse?
Oh!
Oh, you bitch!
You know, you're right.
Oh!
It would have been stupid to come alone.
Nah, I just assumed that she quit.
It's quit.
Is there any particular reason why you were asking all of these questions?
No, I'm just curious. It's interesting.
Oh, dang.
Look at those gills.
Oh, Gil. Whoa!
Stop.
Who are you?
Stop.
It's just my pinky.
No, I said it hurt.
Lay back. I said, lay back.
Ow! Oh my god! Oh.
Oh.
You like that?
Ow!
Oh, you little fucking freak.
Is it because of the... The heck? Oh, no. What do you say he was gonna do?
Actually, yeah, he did say he was going to kill her.
He's gonna say he's cut his hands up and...
So let's show up, yep.
What did you expect me to do? It was a Homelander!
You gotta talk to me.
Wait, no. I can help you.
All I know is do any contact. Oh god.
Please, I have a daughter! No!
Oh! Good camera switch.
Excuse me, sir?
Can I have all of them?
Yeah. Oh, hey, can I take one of these lobsters back with me?
You got it.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, wait.
Sorry. I tried.
Hello.
What have we got here then,
Oh,
eh?
no. I mean, she does not.
What's your name, sweetheart? You can call me Uncle Billy.
He ain't your uncle, honey.
Yeah, I was gonna say she don't want nothing to do with you, man.
He ain't nothing to you.
Monique. Good to see you. Rebecca Butcher had come to her with a completely unprecedented medical condition.
What condition?
Pregnant.
She was pregnant with your child. The birth was difficult.
And the baby?
Lived all of 10 seconds. Drowned in its mother's blood.
Is it a boy?
Does it matter?
Easy, lads. Easy.
Deputy Director.
The family's gonna be okay. You have my word.
Thank you. You called.
What do you want?
For starters, there are no superheroes in the U.S. Armed Forces.
The bill's already gone down to the floor. They're gonna vote on it any day now.
And you're pulling it.
What are you talking about?
Thank you, Michaela.
Last episode's a prologue episode. The good times.
We're done here.
Everything okay, I hope?
Got movement. Hey! Hey! Get down! Hey, get down!
God dang it. They already. Nah, I didn't think Kimmick would be the first.
What the fuck does that say?
Nakib.
Hey! Freeze, motherfucker!
Oh.
Kill him!
Like, I actually kind of hope that that power killed him, because if he can just
Give it a sec. Let's see if he walks out.
How is that son of a bitch still alive?
He's a super.
Nakib means captain. We believe it's his soup name.
Are you telling me they have a soup terrorist?
God, that was a really God.
Now they have to let them pass the bill.
Because they could only they could do it. Like, that means they were able to actually pull it off. They were able to get. Wow, that's not good.
Okay, this is about Compound V.
Compound V.
It's this drug. It gives the soups their powers. Vought will do anything to cover it up.
No. No, what are you talking about?
Annie.
Fucking run, Hughie!
I didn't ask for your help.
Yeah, looked like you had it all under control.
Okay, well, he is bulletproof. I didn't know that. Well, that could have gone.
That could have gone so much better.
Significantly better. Okay, well. So yeah, as we everything went belly up.
Just went straight down to the pits.
Yeah.
Straight to the pits.
Yeah, I mean, anything that could have gone wrong went wrong. Well, not everything. I mean, the others are alive still, so. But a lot of things went wrong for us. God dang it, Butcher. We were getting somewhere, yeah, kind of. We were trying to make it over the line that we got kicked over. Bless you.
Thank you.
I have a feeling she's not gonna take that real well, but a good confirmation that she is bulletproof. That hurt like a son of a gun, though. Jesus.
I thought that was blood, but
yeah, no, I think it's just a hole.
Yeah, it was just a hole. Like, as I saw her set up,
yeah,
you could see.
I thought it was blood too. I was like, oh no! But then he shot her again, and then it started again. I was like, oh yeah, no, okay, it's fine. But you know that she's gonna maybe be bruised.
The crazy thing is that, like, yeah, that was a probably heavy caliber.
That was
rifle.
that was a huge rifle.
So like
we saw him use that. I think that was the same one, if not a similar one to the one that he's trying to use on Translucent. You see that bullet?
No, yeah, the
bullet was bigger than this.
Yeah, that thing is huge.
Well, and much thicker, but a little bit bigger than this, and then much thicker. God dang.
Yeah, no.
So what does she?
But I think I do actually kind of hope that at the end of the season they do end up giving themselves powers, if only because so that
I don't know because the stuff
they could.
How does that work? Because I mean with A-Train it just boosts him. Why doesn't it just permanently make his power stronger?
I think it's because he already had that like circulating throughout, like because since he was given his powers from birth and stuff.
Right.
I think like after since especially helps that since they're still developing, like they're probably not that much recently after they were born.
So it kind of like sort of rewrites them maybe. Rewrites their DNA a little bit.
I think either that or just adds to it or something.
Yeah, kind of like how radiation can alter your DNA and stuff. Obviously not positively, but in that sense. All right. Well, god dang though. But if they do, then their powers wouldn't be permanent. If they were to inject themselves, it would be like it would basically be like kind of the books we used to read a while back, the like hero.com or .net.
That's what you mean. Yeah, like wasn't it hero.com and villain.net?
I think I couldn't remember. I was trying to remember which one goes to which. But either way, use a computer or your phone as an app, and you select the power and you get it, but it's temporary. So it would just be like that. Like whenever you need it, and you're like and then it runs out whenever.
Man, so that's a crossover I'd like to see.
Hero.com and this.
Like just because like it like the like whatever company or whatever like a corporation or something that causes people to be given powers by just like because there's a chance that someone could be given something along the lines, even if it's only for like an hour. I forgot how long
I don't remember.
Lasts.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
I actually kind of want to read those stories again because it's been so long.
They definitely, they're not terrible.
But I know, but
they obviously don't age. Well, not age. Just when you're old, obviously you just get older. Your taste.
But like someone probably could have like I'm just guessing an hour or whatever. Like you probably like powers the same level of like Homelander, and they could honestly.
I mean that's something.
That is something.
That'll give you a fighting chance.
And the thing is, like, I can imagine, like, the military getting all over that. Like, we can have supers. Even are we talking
about the computer still? Huh? We're talking about the computer component still.
What?
Hero.com?
Yes.
Oh, I thought we were talking about
this.
I thought we were talking about Vault though.
I was talking about like them as a computer type of thing. Like,
right.
But somehow someone. Anyways, I'm sorry.
No. I was just saying that. I thought you were saying because like if they were to inject themselves, that it would only be like maybe an hour.
Oh, I never thought about that. Like a smaller dose or something.
I'm saying it's temporary. I'm pretty sure because it's not from birth unless if their DNA is completely maybe when their DNA is like written, it's only temporary, like a boost. But if their DNA is like normal human DNA, then it'll rewrite it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like I think since they already have their powers, all it does now is just give them like a boost in it.
I'm trying to figure out how they gave Kimiko and this other terrorist abilities.
Well, I mean, it seems I wouldn't be surprised if they were basically doing what they did with like kids. They just probably kept on pumping.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they like have to have them like an IV.
Basically, and that's what I'm guessing is what it was. It's just an IV. But I don't know if like
how do they do it without killing the person? Because I mean, with A-Train in his constant use, his bone density's dropped. His what else is it? What else is it?
His testicles have shrunken.
Yeah, his heart got bigger.
Yeah.
So basically, a lot of the drug
like as if he was taking like stuff like steroids. Or like it's just
a lot of the very much so cons of taking actual drugs with the I don't think any drug does this. Lowering your bone density. So there's that. And speaking of which, his legs jacked up.
I mean, I think another reason why it helped, like, cause she like Kimiko has super strength.
Yeah.
But it does help that his bones
that's what I thought it was. I completely spaced on the fact that he mentioned that he has his bone density's dropped.
I think if we had if his bone density hadn't dropped as much as it did, it probably wouldn't have completely just shattered. Like we saw it.
Not shattered.
It's one of those like
protruding.
It's basically badly enough that it protrudes from his body.
Dude.
Like that's bad. That is really bad.
Yeah.
It's not just a clean break. It's just like that. Like his leg, and that's his bones.
Jesus, man.
Like that's
he ain't running for a while.
No, like it. And
I don't know. Like I know his bone density is like weak right now, but I don't know if he had like his healing factor and what kind of a healing factor he is. If it'll heal, or if this stuff affects his healing abilities too. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's also interesting that Becca, like, she used to work for Becca.
Yeah, I didn't know that at all.
So I think she was like telemarketing. I think it's
she was senior director of something.
I think it was telemarketing.
Some kind of photography or
I thought it was
image.
something with telemarketing.
That might have been her. It's not that important, but I'm confused as to what it was.
I was happy that it didn't
go into it.
It didn't
show it.
It didn't really show it, but I had that I thought it was gonna show it here leading up to it, I
hated it. That feeling is the worst.
Like even it was still feel like almost just as bad. Just watch when you just saw her go into the room with him and then it closes and
that too, yeah.
3 hours fast forward and it shows her coming out. I was like, that's awful. I feel like it would have been even worse if we actually saw not just from the camera.
What's even worse is what happened afterwards because of the fact that she was pregnant and the baby clawed its way out of her.
And because of that, all that internal damage just killed her because of all that blood loss. She died, and she died in a horrible way.
They gave me a split second of hope. It was like, maybe I can find her. I was still thinking well, she might still be dead. But I mean, there's this. Maybe he can actually help. I mean, he couldn't have because Billy killed him. But then we cut to the part where she did die, but the baby's the one that killed her, and she was pregnant.
And the sad part is even the baby didn't even.
The baby didn't even make it. Yeah.
It died because it drowned. It could drown.
There was so much blood.
And that just makes me it could have survived if if they were able to get all that blood out of its lungs.
Yeah. Digital marketing. I thought it was digital. I couldn't remember. Anyway, but back to where we were going a second ago. The thing is with the baby though, it had powers. It was born with powers. I mean, it was Homelander's baby, or John. Now that we know his actual name.
Yeah.
That's interesting. But
or more like what was because by this point
he's discarded as they said in the second episode. But the baby had powers, which they didn't even know. I don't know if supers themselves or if it's just him specifically can't have kids.
I think it seems like it was more like just him, him in general. They thought that he couldn't have children.
I don't think any other super. Granted, there's many other supers they don't focus on, but I don't know if any other super has had a baby because this seems like this. The fact. Well, again, it could just be the fact that. I don't know, because it seems like an anomaly, the fact, because the baby grew fast, and that doesn't have to do with any kind of the powers that Homelander has. So I think it might just have to do with the fact that it's the compound that's in it.
Yeah, and it's just probably just the stuff because it's not it's so encoded since by this point it's so encoded into his DNA that
that's what I'm saying. It apparently hasn't happened. I don't think it's happened in any other case unless somebody else has kept it hidden.
Yeah,
but. Yeah, the baby, it was born with powers, so it is possible for that to happen, which I'm not sure if that's what they're kind of maybe going to lead towards later on, what they want to go forward with in their research. But they might not want to because then they can't control who has powers, so I don't know how they're going to stop that. One thing I was going to go into, and whenever in this scene, it was the part whenever they were showing her going into the room also, Becca. But it was the very beginning when they said 8 years later. I'm like, oh no, please, I don't want to see. I know it happened. Don't show me that it happened. It didn't, thankfully. But whenever I thought that it did, my stomach, I felt just
I had that feeling.
It just
even after it went back to the present and it showed.
It lingered for a minute, the feeling, but it wasn't. I felt like they might show it later.
Well, not just that. I was thinking because we just gotten close shave, not close shave, but we didn't see what happened. We just seen the events that were leading up to it. And then next we saw Hughie meeting Annie in that hotel, and I was like, oh man.
I thought that was I thought that was a flashback to Becca and Butcher. I think it was I didn't realize it was Annie and Hughie.
What I think it was supposed to, I don't think it was also a flashback. I think it was this part was a flashback.
No, yeah. I just thought whenever he was outside and outside the hotel, and then it cut to them in the bedroom. I thought for some reason it flashed back again to Annie to Becca and Butcher, and then something was gonna happen during that.
No, but I saw that it was them. Her hair is a lot brighter blonde, so you could just automatically tell when they.
Yeah, I guess I didn't catch it just because it was so dark, and I was like, okay, so that's just lighting. I don't know, but then I was like, oh, okay, never mind.
But that just makes, I kept on feeling oh, so he's gonna come in and do something. I don't know what.
Billy, oh yeah,
but I mean this. I'm not sure if this is worse or not.
Oh god, it's definitely worse.
Okay,
it's definitely because then she got shot at, and he's like. they shot at me. He was with these guys that shot at me. He's like, no, wait, but Billy, I was working. I was maybe making a little tiny bit of headway to getting at least a foot out of the doghouse.
That's the annoying part. Like it's a frustrating part, not just annoying.
Yeah,
like,
no, I get
that.
it.
Like it seemed like there was a chance that they at least would have come to an understanding. Even if she left away still angry and hurt, at least it would have been like...
I mean, I don't think it's going to end with like her trying to kill Hughie or anything. But
she might. You never know.
I don't think that's going to be the case.
She could be told to have to kill him.
Yeah, but she doesn't... Because she straight up was trying to take him to the cops. So her killing isn't her thing. Because anybody she's gone up against, she's always just kind of beat them up really badly. She hasn't actually killed them like people like Homelander and Queen. Well, we didn't really see Queen Maeve do it. No, she did. She broke a couple necks. But yeah, I don't think that's... I don't know if she's against it, or like if that's just not her thing, or if they just she hasn't gotten to that point of needing to. But thus far, we haven't seen her be about. She even tried to take him to the cops, instead of taking him to the 7, or I guess the other 4.
But like, no, yeah. Wait.
Speaking of which, what were you gonna say? Sorry.
I was just gonna say like, going back to A Train, like when he finally got there, and like Hughie was like, no, it's okay, Dad, it's fine. Like he. Like you could, even if it's only been like 7 episodes now, he has grown so much. From,
yeah, it's
like,
crazy.
Like he has a lot. Like I guess he's able, even if it's not real confidence, he's at least able to fake like being composed.
It's definitely confident. It's confidence. He's not completely like free of fear, but he's definitely he has the confidence that he didn't have from the first episode. Yeah. Definitely. It's very different demeanor, just in normal circumstances.
Yeah, because like with the whole like it's okay, Dad. Like hey, you're gonna leave him alone and stuff. And, like
and then
like with the compound V and everything, like and that was really good. Like he was like I remember like how Milk mentioned, you're really good at screwing over people.
Malcolm, Marvin, sorry, that's his name.
Marvin.
That's what Monique called him.
Oh, I thought his name was Mother's Milk.
I think that's the nickname, I think.
Okay.
Maybe I missed her. Let me see. What I liked also about that scene was that like another point to basically showing how his confidence is kind of the way he was talking to when it was just them alone.
Yeah.
He was definitely he didn't really have a quiver in his voice, which is very different from what it was. Okay, hold on. From first. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, it's Marvin. All right.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, well, you said when we first heard his name, when it was what's his name? How do I forget? Frenchie, Jesus. Whenever he called Hughie Petit Hughie, that they have nicknames. That Mother's Milk was his nickname. So
I remember it was for a lot. It was different. I don't even think it's like since they've completely changed the character in a way that like originally Mother's Milk was called Mother's Milk for. I don't know. Like in here, I don't know why.
Oh.
And in the comic, I remember it had something to do with like he basically needed he literally needed his mother's milk to survive or something like that because something happened when his mom was pregnant with him that something to do with Compound V or something like that. V.
Gotcha.
That it did something.
Okay.
And that in his like I don't remember if it actually gave him abilities or like strength and stuff like that or not. But I do know that at least it made him like dependent on his mother's milk to survive.
Right.
That he needed that or he would die. I was like, well, that sucks.
But what I was gonna go into, whenever we were talking about the there's only 4 left.
No, you're talking about the votes.
No,
you're talking about the deep. The 7, yeah.
Yeah. When we went to the deep, CZ has gills, which I didn't know he had gills either at all. Yeah. But then
I think they're kind of like
in her hands in his fucking gills, dude.
Yeah, I know. That's
like jamming in your ear or like
in your nose.
In your nose. God, it's like,
sounds,
dude,
it sounds
bugger off.
But like, yeah, like it was an obvious to show like he was basically being raped.
Yeah. Well, yes, kind of.
Not kind of. He was.
No, it was kind of because he wanted to have sex with this woman.
Yeah.
It's just. He wasn't wanting to do what she was doing.
No, but when he said like no, we're like as
right.
He's like no, we're done now. Go away.
But it wasn't so much like this isn't sex for him. Is what I'm saying.
No, I know that, but it was still
assault.
Yeah,
it's assault. It's not rape.
I feel like it was still at least supposed to.
Because this isn't a sex organ, so that wouldn't really be considered rape. But it's like if you like you're jabbing in someone's wound. I thought when she was doing that she was some villain or some criminal trying to come after her, saying like, trying to kill him.
I thought when he said no. I was saying when I thought he said no, I thought and her face looked at him. I thought she was gonna say like, see what this feels like.
Yeah,
And
that
I'm
was
just
like, yeah, I went there at the end, like later on. I was like, oh wait, no, is it? What is the? Hold on, what is it here? And then I'm thinking it's kind of how. You know how like had dolphins like this like the weird stories they've had about dolphins.
No,
I think like what their semen is like, what's it? Overly arousing or something. I think
Where did
it's
you
some
hear this?
weird. I don't remember. It's some weird fact that I've heard somewhere. I think I could be very. I'm gonna look it up.
I suppose while you're looking up, I also kind of want to mention how I do kind of like how it did kind of touch upon the hey they only need like at the beginning was yeah I gotcha. The vote needs she was like the vote needed only 3 left to basically pass the was it like bill or something
or what
the thing that would allow Howard's supers to go into the military or whatever to be used by the military. It was like a bill or something.
Oh yeah, the bill to What about it?
So it was a bill. I just remember down in the beginning, like she was on the phone with like one of the other senators, and she's like, "Yeah, we only need 3 left."
30.
What?
30.
She said 3.
I thought you said 30. 30 votes. Oh. Okay. Well, that works.
Like I thought they were just gonna mention because like this individual like they only needed 3 votes left to pass it, and then that would happen. And I wasn't sure if they were. I thought they were gonna basically save the whole vote thing or whatever about the bill for the next episode, but no, it's like. I mean, in a way that they are, but the whole, I like how at the end, they called the agent, I forgot her name away, or deputy director, not just agent, my bad, of the FBI or whatever it was.
Are you talking about Rayla?
Is that her name?
The lady, the one that was talking to
Stillwell?
Stillwell? Yeah.
And
CIA.
CIA?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was deputy, my bad, of the FBI, and then as she went away, and then Stillwell like, oh,
yo man, I don't know. I don't want to look into this anymore.
Off, but like,
I don't look. Okay, if anybody knows what I'm talking about, let him know.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I've heard that somewhere.
And then
like crazy.
And then in this scene, like when he walks away, like around the end, like she seemed to have this look of kind of fear, I think, on her face. Like when he was saying, like, go back to being a mother. I'm gonna go do my own thing.
Yeah. And
it's just like, like when it seems like, I can't really control him as well as I thought I could.
Oh, I think also it's because she wanted to keep him away from the Becca thing.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. But like just the whole like, because she tried to do what she was doing, right. But like it didn't work. And I think kind of
I don't know about the keeping him. It might have to do with that. And I don't think it's necessarily that I can't keep him controlled or whatever. I think it was just like, oh crap, he's gonna find out about this, or I couldn't keep him from finding this. I don't think it's like as a whole she can't control him, but I mean she might not. She might be losing that, but still, I don't know if it was that exactly, but then, it's possible.
And then him finding out about it, and I do feel kind of bad how like the dude's like, yeah, no, I should not have made the call of having you being raised in the lab. You should have been with a family. Home, He's like I learned that without a mother. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, without a mother or whatever, it makes them a lot more violent and angry and hateful.
Yeah.
And that is basically what you are. You are violent, angry, and hateful. And you were kind of hard to control. We barely kind of have that with kind of the Stillwell thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like.
And that's one of the reasons he's attached to her, because he didn't have a mother figure. So it's kind of like that gape in his life.
Yeah, he didn't have a mother. And he when he asked was it a boy?
Yeah.
Because he's like I didn't think I could have kids, and it seems I wouldn't be surprised if he actually kind of wanted
one.
To. Yeah.
So one of that bitterness he has to the kid was maybe like a what's the word I'm looking for? Deflection, or I can't think of the right word. Seeing her with a kid, it just kind of like it reminds him of the fact that he can't have one, so that's maybe why he's so hateful towards kids.
But I think it was also a bit of the whole
that he doesn't care.
No, I was gonna say the attention thing.
Well,
it's
so many things.
Since people are complicated, it's a mixture of many things. So it's just
even sociopaths are worse.
Yeah. even with the way he was treating the 7 earlier when they had that little meeting. When he was saying sit down and stuff, he seemed to be acting kind of more like
parental, kind of disciplinary.
A disciplinary, a father that's punishing his children for making a mistake, and that probably feeds into the whole he can't really have. He thought he couldn't really have children of his own, because he never really had a positive father figure, so it's just kind of gotten all twisted and blah.
Yeah, and one of the for which episode it was the episode, I think it was 2 episodes ago, where A-Train had just killed Popclaw.
Mm-hmm.
Or Charlotte. That's fine. Yeah, Charlotte Carol or whatever her name was. Sorry. In that episode, whenever A-Train meets up with Homelander, he's like, I love you, kid. We're family. So it definitely speaks to that as well.
I do feel kind of bad. Like he like even if like when he said like I forgot what his name was, Edgar, I guess. When he said it does it matter? I kind of wanted to say like to me it does. Like, because it did seem to matter to him enough. Like, I don't think
that was Edgar. I don't think that was Edgar. Wasn't that the scientist guy?
I don't know.
I think that was a scientist dude. I don't think Edgar and the scientist guy. But yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, I get what you mean.
It just seemed like I could imagine like, does it matter? Like, yes, to me. Like, I just wanted to know at least that, if nothing else.
Yeah. I feel. I don't want to feel. I don't know. Part of me doesn't want to feel bad for the D, but I mean, his actions. Nothing can excuse his actions that he's done. Because I mean, apparently that what he did to Annie she's not the only one. That's what Stillwell kind of alluded to in the I think last episode.
Imply that she wasn't the first one that he did it to.
I'm feeling kind of bad for the guy. What happened with all the guilt thing, and he was trying to. Every time he tries to save a sea creature, it does not work out. It just doesn't. He tried to save the dolphin and flew out of the window, got run over by an 18-wheeler. And then he tries to save a freaking lobster, and it gets skewered in the brain.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense since they just thought he wanted to eat it.
No, I know, but it's like I'm just saying his attempts to save a sea creature doesn't pan out.
He seems to really connect with them a lot because since he's able to communicate them, it seems like it's one of those like these people kind of they kind of understand me, and just kind of.
It was just
I do feel kind of bad.
I felt bad, but it was kind of funny at the same time. It was like I don't know. It was like, oh my god, he just can't.
He probably should have mentioned that, like, hey.
I think he was trying to. He was trying to because I don't think. I mean, he doesn't eat sea.
No, I know. So he didn't think about like
seafood.
So when he saw him.
Yeah, he didn't realize what was going on.
So when he put him in place there, he might have thought he was just going to be like
wrap him up,
or whatever.
Yeah.
But when he saw him, he was like, wait, and he was already doing the action.
Yeah.
And then Mallory, we finally found out who Mallory, or at least a bit more about her, and she seemed to be also part of the CIA. But yeah, and she seemed to be the one who recruited Billy. And she, I wouldn't be surprised if something happened to her in the past, or she just kind of feels like, they kind of need to.
I'm wondering if the CIA maybe the CIA has already kind of been on this. Maybe because
I mean, when what was it, her name, Riley or Rayla? Rayla. When she mentioned the whole no one wants to touch it, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, if what you were saying is they were probably. When she said to him, oh, you would be surprised at what they do.
Mm-hmm.
They probably had been already monitoring beforehand because just the whole, these are people that could do so much damage, and you probably need to find a way to kill them, I suppose,
to keep them in check.
In check,
yeah.
Something like that. And she's like, hey,
unless they're completely unredeemable. Irredeemable? Yeah. One of those words.
Oh, they were able to pull off the super terrorist, which is a really stupid idea.
They want a super villain so that they can keep force basically.
No, I understand, but it's
because I mean, someone like this, I don't think this dude would pose really much of a chance. I mean, there are probably others, but just this guy that we've seen thus far, I don't think he'd pose much of a chance against Homelander, or much of a threat against Homelander. So I think Homelander would be able to take him out. Because he can survive his own explosion, but if his head was severed, I don't think he'd come back from that. Because it's not his own ability.
And also just we never even actually saw them shoot him. I don't think in the recording.
I don't know if it would have done anything.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't know if his thing is just for the explosions and it does something automatically, or it's just constant durability of his body.
What we talked about this before because we were thinking that that Kimiko might not even be there first, they had to have others.
Yeah.
And as we see, that's very evident that they do have others. I'm wondering who else they have other than this guy, because I mean this can't be the only other one. They can't have. What do he
call himself? Shelter or something like that?
I don't know.
Because they mentioned they said that his basically the tattoo on his chest is basically what he chose for his super name or super identity, as they called it, or something like that.
Oh.
We believe it's his.
It's an evil Captain America.
It's like an evil Captain Atom, the whole explosions and stuff. I don't know.
Actually, yeah, that is kind of pretty close to Captain Atom, yeah. I wonder if he could drain things too then. I mean, he's only shown explosion, but there's like one surveillance footage of him.
We also don't know
that,
how exactly, if it's just he has to build up, like he has to wait for the
I don't
explosion
know.
to build up, or if he said like he's able to also drain explosions.
Well, what other things? What kind of explosion would be? Can he only survive his own explosion, or can he survive explosions? Period. So
can he, like, I mean, it seems they also were shooting at him as he was exploding, so he seems like because it said rapid gunfire.
Yeah.
So like,
but
the bullets didn't seem to do anything.
I'm just wondering if there was an explosion that would kill him, or does he Does he just cause an explosion? Like because in some cases, like those with powers like that, they'll explode themselves. Like their bodies will explode, but then they'll come back together. Is that what he does, or does he just literally like expel a blast from his body?
Like it seemed like he was basically just expel like the energy just kind of went and just expelled the blast from his.
Yeah.
But it's
also the lighting of the.
So it's kind of unclear, but I think it seems to imply that he expelled the blast from himself.
I was a little worried about Rayla, honestly. Like from when we first the last time we had a conversation with her when I can get you Homelander. Not that scene specifically, but like whenever he was talking to her about it, like giving her the compound before he took it away. I was worried, is like, is she like in Vough's pocket secretly? And I kept like worrying about that. And then whenever she showed up near the end of this episode, I was like, I'm still not sure. And then she's actually got them in the room. He's like, y'all being some bad peoples, doing some illegal shenanigans. And then this happens.
Then the
captain
appears.
Captain appears and is like, oh, okay, I don't think she's in their pocket. I don't think she's involved with them.
Soup identity.
And one thing I am kind of sad about, out of all this that happened, is with Mother's Milk and his daughter.
And his wife.
And his wife. The wife or girlfriend. I don't know if they're married.
I think it was supposed to be his wife.
Maybe. But like she says, I never want to see you again. It's like,
yeah.
Oh man.
Like, but
I get it, but come on.
It sucks.
No.
Like,
stop it. We need a super that can rewind time, like a pocket of it, just a. And then we'll just do that, and then we could use that also.
But I mean,
to rewind what happened with Billy and Annie and Hughie, and then everything will be fine. We can save the day, and that would be the season finale. We'll get a time controlling superhero.
All right, guys, that's it for this week's episode of The Boys. If you want some more, click the button right next to me right here. If you want to stick around for next week's episode, bada bing, right there is the subscribe button. If you want early access or to help support us, there's that Patreon little thing right there. You get access to polls, full-length reviews, early access. The link will also be in the description down below. So yeah, thank you again. See you next time.